Good morning everybody, welcome to the session Programming in C. So before knowing what is C, we should know the history of C. C is one of the most popular high-level language used and accepted by the entire software industry. Why it is accepted by the entire software industry? Because C is having the abundant operators, built-in functions and data types. Later we will know what are all these data types, what are the operators, what are the built-in functions. C is developed by Dennis Ritchie. One of the scientists, Dennis Ritchie, has developed this C language. So we should know the history of C. So in the history, Algal is invented first, then BCPL, B, C, and C and C++ has been invented. Now first we will know what is Algal. Algal is the first structured language developed in the year 1960 by the international group. Then Martin Richards found out how to develop this structured programming language in 1967 and named as BCPL, means Basic Combined Programming Language. Next, Ken Thompson developed some of the lines to this BCPL and called it as B in 1970. Later, Dennis Ritchie developed C in 1972, which has inherited many concepts from Algal, BCPL and B with the introduction of data type. Then he has studied all these previous languages and he has inherited so many characters from these previous languages and he has added additionally some of the features such as data types, built-in functions and operators and called this as C. Next, American National Standard Institute introduced some of the standard to this Dennis Ritchie C and called it as ANSI C. Later, C++ has been invented, so this is nothing but object-oriented language. Next comes features of C. Why this C language is having the abundant publicity in software industry? Because C is a structured programming language. We can give structure to the program by using the functions. Why we have to give the structure to the program? Because it is easy to understand and modify. If you have lengthy of sentences without paragraph, it is very difficult to understand. So if paragraphs are there in a page, it is very easy to understand. In similar way, we can divide a program into number of subprograms to make it understand easily and to modify. This is called as structured programming. So what is an high-level language? High-level language is nothing but is similar to that of English type language. It is easy to understand. It makes the programmer to develop a program without worrying about machine details. It has wide variety of operators using which program can be developed easily. As I said, C is having the wide variety of operators. By using this operator, then we can write the program very easily. It helps to develop an efficient. Why it is efficient? Why it is called efficient program? Yes, since it is having the abundant operators, we can write the efficient program. Efficient means what? The program with less number of errors. Right? It can be executed very efficiently. So this is called as efficient program. C is machine independent or portable. Machine independent means what? The program written in any machine can also be executed in another machine. The program written for one machine can be transferable for another machine. So here we will not worry about the hardware details, hardware platforms, whatever it may be 16-bit, 8-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, whether the machine is operating in various types of operating system, nothing, no need to worry, okay? So just without worrying about the hardware in any missions, then we should know to write the program, we should know what all the characters are there. In the English language, alphabets are there. That is what, ranging from A to Z. Using this 26 alphabets, so we are going to create the number of statements, number of pages, so theories like this. So similarly, to create the C program, we should know what are the character set of the C. So character set of C can also be called as what? Alphabets of C program. Any symbol that is used to write a C program is called character or alphabet of C. What is alphabet of C? It may be a letter, it may be a digit, it may be a special symbol. So we can list out what are all the alphabets of C or characters of C. That is lowercase letters ranging from small a to z, uppercase letters ranging from capital A to Z, digits ranging from 0 to 9, symbols such as tilde, hash, percent, caret, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, assignment operator, plus sign, minus sign, underscore, left brace, right brace, vertical bar, division, single quote, double quote, asterisk, left bracket, right bracket, semicolon, colon, comma, greater than, less than, backslash, question mark. So these are all the characters which can be used to create a program. Then what are white spaces? Spacebar in the computer system gives a single space. Backslash T gives the tabular width space. That means what? It gives 8 digits of space. Backslash N is the new line character, new line space. If you have used this backslash N, it will shift to the new line, leaving the space for the previous line. Backslash N is a single character. Carriage return is used instead of backspace of the keyboard. Then we should know tokens. What are the tokens? Sequence of alphabets or group of alphabets gives a word. Similarly, group of character, sequence of characters gives the meaningful word in C program. This meaningful word made up of tokens can be called as C tokens. We can classify the tokens as keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, and special symbols. For example, we can have the keywords examples if, for, while. For identifier, you can have the tokens as sum, length, I. For constants, we can have 10, 10.5, a per mark. For operators, plus, minus, star, division operator, slash, modulus operator, ampersand, etc. Special symbols, open bracket, close bracket, open parenthesis, open brace, open parenthesis, and close. So this single open bracket is a character. This close bracket is also a character. These two are grouping together. So this sequence gives a meaningful token, meaningful word called as token. So these are all the examples of tokens under keywords, identifiers, constants, operators, and special symbols. So now we will discuss what are keywords. The tokens, what are the tokens? Are meaningful words which have predefined meaning in C language are called keywords. The tokens which have predefined meaning called as keywords. Since they are reserved for specific purpose, they are also called reserved words. What is reserved words? The words which are reserved for certain tasks called as reserved words. Here, keywords are reserved words. They are meant to specific task. We can list out the various keywords, that is what? Meaningful words. Reserved words such as auto, break, case, scare, const, continuity, find, do, double, else, any, external, float, for, go to, if, in, long, register, return, short, sign, sign of static, while, switch, type, def, union, unsigned, void, voltage, while. So now, suppose if you want to use a keyword, so we should follow some rules. What rules to be followed? The keyword should not be used as variable names, function names, array names, etc. Okay, so the keywords are reserved words that cannot be used for variable names, function names, or array names. While giving names of functions, arrays, and variables, we should not use keywords. The meaning of the keywords cannot be changed by the user. As I said, the keywords are having predefined meaning. That meaning cannot be changed by the user. All keywords should be written in lowercase. I have shown you the list. So nowhere you have found out the uppercase letter. So the keyword should be written in lowercase letters. Variables and identifier. So we should know identify. What is identifier? So identifier are the names given to various programming elements. So function is one of the programming element, array is one of the programming element, constant is one of the programming element, variable is one of the programming element. Suppose if you want to give the names to this programming element, we should use the identifiers. So identifiers are the names given to these programming elements. So identifier is a word. It is nothing but a name means what? It is a word consisting of sequence of letters, alphabets, digits along with the underscores. This allows only the alphabets or letters or digits or underscore. Now, while if I want to create an identifier, I should follow some rules, right? Okay. So, what are the rules to be followed while creating an identifier? So, these are the rules to be followed. This is going to be asked for 5 marks. Write the rules to be followed while creating an identifier. So, first letter should be an alphabet or underscore. That means first letter may be started with the alphabet or it may be started with the underscore. After that, it may be followed by any number of alphabets, any number of digits or any number of underscores. No special symbols are allowed. We should not use special symbols while creating an identifier. Length of an identifier should be maximum of 31 characters. Reserved words. Keywords. Reserved words are nothing but keywords. Cannot be used as an identifiers. Identifiers are case sensitive. What is case sensitive? That means small a is also an identifier. Capital A can also be the identifier, but both are different. So examples of valid identifier here. Principal amount is valid identifier because it has started with the alphabet. It has started with a letter. A is a valid identifier. It is started with a letter. Sum is a valid identifier because it has started with the alphabet. What is sum 1? Yes, it is a valid identifier because it is starting with a letter. It may be capital letter, uppercase letter, no problem, but it is starting with the letter. So, sum 1 is valid identifier. Anita PRG1 is a valid identifier? Yes, it is valid identifier. Why? Because it is starting with a letter. Now, examples of invalid identifier. For is a valid identifier. It is starting with a letter, but it is not valid. Why? Because for is a keyword. For is a reserved word. This cannot be used for identifier. Now, 3 underscore factor. Is it a valid identifier? No, it is not a valid identifier. Why? Because 3 is a digit. So, identifier should start with a letter. Now, capital sum, capital S, U, M, comma 1. Is a valid identifier? No, it is not a valid identifier. It has started with a letter. It may be uppercase, no problem, but it is having the special symbol comma. This special symbol is not allowed. Next, variables. We will discuss what actually the variables. Variables are nothing but the name given for the memory location. The computer system is having the huge thousands of bytes of memory location. Okay. So I have to use the free memory location. How to use? Without the name, I cannot use the memory location. If I have used the name for the memory location, I can take that memory location and I can make use of this value to perform some other operation. I can manipulate on this stored value. So, variable can be defined as it is a name given for the memory location. By using this name, we can store the value and we can manipulate on the stored value. So now rules to be followed to create. It is similar to that of the identifier. That means the first letter should be an alphabet. It may be followed by any number of alphabet, any number of underscore, any number of digits. No special symbols are allowed. But the length of the variable should be maximum of 31 character, and the reserved words cannot be used as variables, and variables are case sensitive. Thank you, Manula.